Pioneer DJ has released a brand new turntable called the PLX-CRSS12 or Cross 12. Just like you, we were excited, curious, we had questions. Here's a little rapid fire reaction from DJs not DJing. All of the writing and everything is suggesting that the turntable is designed to be oriented what we call battle style, right? Which is like a 90-degree turn counterclockwise. That's been around since the 90s. That's the way that I DJ. And I know it's the way that Joshua Carl and Fader do DJ on turntables. But I'm curious because there's a lot of DJs that don't do that. I've never had a problem with the text being sideways. But since this actually has like a heads up display on it, that's going to be a little bit different. So I can understand like those who absolutely will not use a turntable battle style are immediately going to be a hard pass on these things. Have you guys ever DJed on the PLX series with the high torque?
Yeah, I got the 1000s right here.
Once I got used to it, I could find myself like getting into the pocket faster. How often do you use the stop button in your turntable trickery?
I use it quite a bit, and I don't like that it's not a knob.
You don't like that it's not a variable knob? It needs to be a potentiometer?
Because there's a spot where every single thing I use that has an adjustable brake. When I get set up, I hit the play pause button a bunch of times until I find that platter stop.
I don't do tone play. I've done like Iron Man with the Swamp record back in the day, but that was like as far as I got. Dude, bass isolation for vinyl DJs has never been more important, especially because the way that they set up festival stages and set up nightclubs these days, they do not design anything with isolation in mind at all anymore. I'm actually glad that they stuck with just having the raw analog out and letting your high-end mixer be the photo preamp. What are you guys' thoughts on this, like sending an analog signal out as the source as opposed to the HID signal?
And it's more accurate. It should be more accurate.
There's a different feel to it. I do see the downside being now you have to connect 2 cables if you want all the full features of this unit. But it is worth pointing out that the S11 does have 2 USB ports on the back of it. So you could just run these cables right into the back of the S11 and then run 1 cable into your computer. The platter actually has another cylinder inside of it that spins independently. And so there's your 2 rotating axes that allows the information to be sent on which direction it's going, how fast it's going, etc. And the magnet is allowing you to use a disc or even the slip mat as the medium of how you're rotating that inner circle of the platter. It's crazy that it took this long to figure out that, hey, maybe we should use a magnetic attraction to press the record down onto the platter. I'm telling you right now, I would just leave that on stems. That's where my stem buttons are going to go. One reason I couldn't use the dicers is I would press the button so hard that it would make the needle jump. And so I'm not big on having like hot cues on my turntables personally, which is why, shift and 5/8 together is instant doubles. That's a pretty easy one. I would probably leave it on this. The effects out. Oh, dude.
I'm pretty sure I would leave it like this all the time.
Mojax knows, dude.
Right now I remap
Such
those
a homie, dude.
cards, so I would just
So you could do your user custom maps too. So like use like the 3 most popular stems and then like the one effect that you use all the time. Like it would be like either 1 or 2 effects and like 2 or 3 stems. Drum in the vocal and then like maybe 2 effects as like the user setting, right? It'd be pretty sick.